Look around you. Right now. That chair, that screen, the room you're in. Are they really there when you're not looking? Now your brain immediately says, of course they are. But the bizarre, uncomfortable truth of quantum physics says the answer is no. And not just no, but that the very act of you watching this video might be what's making it real in the first place. Today, we're throwing out the rulebook on reality. Because the fundamental nature of the universe is far stranger, and far more connected to you, than you have ever been told. Fast-paced intro sequence. So, how can we possibly say that a chair isn't there if no one's around to see it? It all starts with the building blocks of everything. We're talking about the quantum realm, the world of subatomic particles. Down there, things don't behave like they do up here. They don't exist in one place at one time. Instead, they exist in a cloud of all possibilities at once. It's a state called superposition. Think of it like a spinning coin. Before it lands, is it heads or tails? Neither. It's in a state of both. It has the potential to be either one. That spinning coin is like a single, unobserved particle. It's a wave of pure potential, a maybe spread out across space. But the moment you observe it, the moment you measure it, even by just looking, the coin has to land. The wave of maybe collapses into a single, definite is. It lands on heads, or it lands on tails. It appears right here, right now. This is the infamous measurement problem that has kept physicists awake at night for 100 years. Something about the act of observation forces the universe to make a choice. To go from every possibility to just one reality. Your attention, your measurement, is the catalyst. So, is this video really just a wave of possibilities until you click play? It's a mind-bending question, but let's park it for a second, because we have to talk about the even weirder part. Entanglement. Einstein famously called it spooky action at a distance. Imagine you have two of those spinning coins. But these are special. They're entangled, they are cosmic twins. You can take one of them to the other side of the galaxy. The instant your coin lands on heads, you know, without a shadow of a doubt, that the other coin, billions of miles away, has just landed on tails. Instantly. Faster than the speed of light. It's not just a prediction. It's a fundamental connection. These two particles are part of the same system, the same story, no matter how far apart they are. So what happens when we put these two ideas together? A reality made of probabilities, that only become real when we look. And an invisible web of connection that links everything, instantly, across the universe. What you get is a reality that isn't a fixed stage we walk around on. It's an interactive, participatory process. The universe, it seems, waits for an observer to show up before it decides what it's going to be. Okay, but this is all on the tiny, subatomic scale, right? How does this affect us, our lives, and our sense of time? This is where it truly shatters our perception. The title of this video is The Illusion of Time. Here's why. We experience time as a river, flowing from a fixed past through a fleeting present into an open future. But what if that's just our perception? A famous experiment called the delayed choice quantum eraser proved something that makes zero logical sense. In a simplified version, scientists found that making a measurement now could change what a particle had already done in the past. Let me repeat that. A choice made in the present seemed to reach back and alter a past event. It's as if the universe doesn't have a single, fixed history. Instead, it has a whole cloud of possible histories, just like that unobserved particle. And our observation, our measurement now, in the present, is what selects one of those histories to become the true past. So, is the past actually written in stone? Or is it a story that we're helping to finalize just by living in the present? This completely flips our understanding. It suggests the present isn't some special moment moving forward. The present is simply the moment where potential collapses into actuality. And the past is just a collection of those collapses we remember. The future is the sea of potential that hasn't collapsed yet. From this quantum perspective, the past, present, and future aren't a sequence. They are all coexisting as different states of possibility and actuality. They are, in a very real sense, the same thing viewed from a different angle. What we call the arrow of time might just be the result of our consciousness moving through this landscape, collapsing possibilities into a coherent story as we go. We create the narrative of time simply by observing. So let's bring this home. What does this mean for you? It means that reality isn't something you are a passive passenger in. You are an active participant. Your focus, your observation, your interaction with the world is part of the creative process of the cosmos. This isn't about magical thinking, that you can wish a car into existence. It's a far deeper, more profound idea. It's that the universe is fundamentally relational. It's a network of connections, a conversation. And consciousness is the mechanism through which that conversation becomes real. So the next time you look up at the moon, ask yourself that old question. Is it there when nobody looks? Science is beginning to tell us that the question itself is what matters. The act of asking, of looking, of wondering, is what helps weave the very fabric of reality. We aren't just living in the universe. The universe is living through us. And if that doesn't change how you see the world, I don't know what will. Now, if your mind is sufficiently blown by the idea that the past isn't fixed, wait until you learn about the experiment that seems to prove the future can directly influence the present. It takes everything we just talked about and turns it up to 11. That exact video is on your screen right now. Click it. You won't regret it. And before you go, I have one question for you. Based on what you just heard, do you believe reality is something we discover, or something we create by observing it? Drop your answer in the comments. I'm genuinely curious what you think. And finally, if you love breaking your brain with these kinds of ideas every single day, do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. We're on a mission to question everything. Thanks for watching.